diesel. Baby. Okay, we have all 3 tanks open. Let's get an introduction for Mr. Joshua Long over here.
Hi guys.
What you doing there?
I am sacrificing some hose here for our pumps. I'm trying to get this nasty fuel out, get some clean fuel in, and get Ben on his way. Tambi can stay, but Ben has to go, so you know.
I am the favorite.
Okay, so the idea here is the center tank is actually not in use. So we're going to pump the diesel out of the side tanks that is contaminated into the center tank. And we're just not going to deal with that fuel for now. We're going to deal with that when we get to Green Cove. And then we're going to clean out the side tanks and get clean fuel in the side tanks. And once all that's squared away, we're going to work on getting that clean fuel to the engine. So what Josh over here is doing, he's getting the hoses set up for the pumping from the contaminated tanks. Just a quick introduction here. Joshua Long with Long Hull Outfitters. Wait, don't move a muscle. Look at that. There's the official logo. Wow. Well, what's your little motto there? What was it? Stem to stern, top to bottom?
Stem to stern, mast to keel, we touch it all.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
there we go.
Yeah.
This guy does it all, folks, including helping poor saps like me with diesel tank issues. Lucky me. So we've been running around this morning. We've got some hose, as you see. We've got this pump that you hook up to a drill. And just some various fittings and such as that, but I think that's probably all we're going to need to get this particular part of the job done. Thank you for your help, Josh.
No problem.
Hey, by the way, fun fact here, this is actually Josh's, do you want to say it, or should I say it?
What's this?
The number, the big number.
Yeah, it's my 40th, so.
Woohoo!
40. Easy downhill from here, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, well, such is life.
Well, happy birthday,
Thank
buddy.
you so much, guys. Yeah, I guess.
Okay, catch pan to put the pump over because we don't know exactly what's going to happen there. We have the hose on a stick to stick down the tank. We got the other end of the hose that's going into the dump tank, and we're about to make it happen.
Let's do it. Okay. All right. You got that in there?
All right, let's see what happens. The side tanks are empty, but as you can see, there's a good amount of crud, kind of a solid line of it going across the bottom of this one. The middle tank has quite a lot of fuel in it now, but it's still probably, it's hard to tell on the camera, but it is probably at least 12 inches below the top of this tank, so you could probably still get probably, I don't know, 20 or 30 gallons in that one. And then this other tank, which is also dry, you can kind of see down in there, there's quite a bit of crud in that one. So next thing I'm going to do is get down in there as best I can and start cleaning out that gunk. I'm not going to be able to make it perfect, but I can probably make it a lot better. It's all, I've got it, I think I got it mostly broken up in there pretty good. Just got to get it out now. This is the shallow end. It like tapers down from here down deeper. Like kind of see where it Okay, you see the clean versus the dirty side? Oh yeah, see that? That's what I just wiped, and there's kind of the loose. It's kind of wet and loose. Kind of gross. Kind of sounds like diarrhea and looks like diarrhea. wet, loose brown stuff. I think that fuel was left in this tank for an extended period of time, and it kind of just made that mark, you know?
Yeah.
But there's a bunch of crud down in there. Strangely, there's like, it looks like some metal shavings down in that corner where like somebody drilled into the tank for some reason, and then just didn't clean it out. I don't know. We're figuring out these mysteries as we go.
Nice.
Having to do a lot of this by feel. The pickup is in this back corner here, so I'm trying to be careful around that tube, you know, not to damage it. But
gross.
Obviously that is kind of working. It's almost like a really stupid Swiffer sweeper. Okay, so I've got this tank all cleaned out. We've got 15 gallons of clean fuel in that. I've replaced the Record filters on the wall. Those have fresh fuel in it. I blew out the lines back into the tanks and cleaned those out, so there's fresh fuel in the tank, in the lines, in the filter, and in the on-engine filter. And we've been, you know, pushing the button back there to get it all primed up. So we're going to try it now and see what happens.
It was 3 out of the 4 I got bled. Alright, bud. Alright. When it shut off on you, she just spit and sputtered and then just shut down.
We cranked it up in the morning to warm it up to go, and it like within 5 minutes that filter was completely full of just gunk.
Right.
And it just kind of went. I mean, over the course of like 5 seconds, it just
Okay, yeah, copy. Okay. Yep. I'm just making sure I'm not like my hypothesis of what's going on is to use a Ben word is not incorrect.
Yeah.
So no, everything you're telling me is just we've got a ton of air in the line.
Yeah.
And I've just got to get it bled. Yes, sir. Hey, Ben. Fire that motor, buddy. Cool.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we're just gonna no throttle, just give her.
Okay, no throttle, Tambi. Try it. Try cranking it.
All right, fire one more. All right, now let her warm up. Cool.
Okay, we're good. All right, the engine is running again, which, holy crap, that is a huge relief. I was just terrified of the engine, you know, being seized and stuff like that. I'm not entirely convinced that we even got water into the cylinders, you know, so I think it was just, you know, water in the fuel lines, you know, up to the injectors for sure. Maybe we got a little in there, I don't know. There's just no way of telling, but the engine's running great. It cranks up reliably. You know, we spun it way up high, pretty much full throttle a few times, let the turbo spin up and put it through its paces. I think we're good. There's still some work ahead. Tomorrow I'm going to get in there and actually clean out the port side tank. And then we're going to make some trips to just the gas station. There's a couple here next to us that has a rental car we're going to borrow, and just make some trips to the gas station with some jerry jugs, and at the very least get enough fuel in the tanks to hit the next fuel dock, or I don't know, I just might top the things off and just be completely done with it so we can just make it to Green Cove without having to even mess around with it anymore. But holy crap, awesome. Feeling so good that that engine's running. By the way, what it took to get it going, we were bleeding it, and it was kind of trying a few times, but then when we got up there and really gave the engine full throttle while it was bleeding it, that's when it lit off. So just a little tip there if you're trying to get an engine going again. Tambi, how is your mood now compared to yesterday and this morning?
Great. I'm not crying today. The engine is alive.
It's alive! I'll tell you what, I was getting kind of creeped out when I got all the air out and all the clean fuel in, and everything seemed like it was in place to run, and it was not starting. But it just needed to be bled more and needed quite a bit of throttle to really light it off.
Yep. Very exciting.
All right.
On the road again.
On the road again. Soon. Got a little more work to do, but then we'll be on the road again. Just can't wait to get on the... Yeah. Yeah. Oops, sorry.
Nope, you're good.
Yeah.
So Ben is under the stairs. He is plugging vent holes and such to the center tank because we put all that bad fuel in there, and he doesn't want it to slosh out while we are moving.
Yep.
So he's trying to find all the vent holes and plug them.
Yeah, I can. Here, let me, can you got the camera?
Yep, it is recording.
Oh, is it? Okay, I want to see. So, for instance, see that little, well, I can't really see it. Oh, there you kind of can. There's a open, I think that is the vent line from this tank, but it was open. So I put a double layered Ziploc baggie on there with 2 zip ties to close it up for now. And then there was this spot right here is the pickup tube for this center tank. But again, it was just completely open. So I put a piece of foam. Here, take the camera back. I'm kind of stuck. I put a piece of foam in it to plug the hole. This tank I don't think has ever been in service prior to within the last few months. But again, at the risk of sounding like a broken record, somehow fuel ended up in this tank, probably from a vent line or something like that. But there's fuel in it now, especially since we pumped the side tanks into it just because I don't have any other place to put the contaminated fuel. But since there's so much fuel in there, I don't want it sloshing around and coming out these vent holes, so I closed them up.
Nice job, honey.
There's actually pretty good access right here. Like there's this little flippy down you know, step there that moves out of the way, and then you can go through that hole, but you know, I can't reach anything through there, so I had to go through the gap between the 2 steps. I could have removed those, but I didn't. Good morning.
Good morning.
Today is the day we're leaving the dock. We have 1 clean fuel tank completely full with fresh fuel, and we have 5 5-gallon jerry cans of diesel on the deck. So all of that should give us plenty of fuel to get back to Green Cove Springs from here. The situation now is we've got to figure out how to get off of this dock, because we're bow in, and obviously we have to back this big, heavy, full keeled boat out. And we have very little experience doing this. By very little, I mean 0. So this is going to be interesting. Here's kind of the situation out here. The entrance to the marina is kind of around this corner. We have kind of this T-dock behind us there, and then there's sort of this you know, kind of turning basin back there, and also the wind is kind of blowing in that direction. So I have really both sides of the boat fendered up. I have the starboard side of the boat fendered up because we have to go through a lock pretty much right outside the marina, and then I have this side of the boat fendered up in case we have to crash land on this T-dock over there. I've heard that the prop walk on this boat is to starboard, so I'm hoping that we can just kind of go out like this with minimal drama. But again, you know, don't have any particular experience with this boat or big, heavy, full keel boats or barn door rudders, as they are called. So we're just going to have to see how it goes. I have heard that these big, heavy, full keel boats with barn door rudders back up something akin to a drunk elephant. Now, having no real experience with elephants and even less experience with drunk elephants, I'm afraid we're just going to have to wing it. Huh? Yep. It's in neutral. Huh?
I said, did you learn that driving to Sarah?
Yeah, right. Yeah, me and Saratoga. Go way back. Yeah, well, should we practice that? Yeah. Might want a few more fenders out, bud. Thank you, guys. What were you so worried about? On the move again. There's the lock back there behind us. Actually, there's the anchorage right there with all the derelict boats where we were dragging anchor when Towboat was trying to get us set up. By the way, very special thanks to Josh and Marissa Long of Long Hull Outfitters. Those guys were a huge help in helping us work out this problem. The cool thing about them too is they actually travel up and down the East Coast in their own boat. So they can kind of move around season to season. So who knows, they might be in your area if you need anything done. Long Hull Outfitters. Thanks, Josh and Marissa. Hey, honey.
Hey.
Just wanted to show everybody our sleeping arrangements back here.
Yeah.
What's Lucy's name? Lucy and
Ricky Ricardo.
Lucy and Ricky, yeah. This is like their sleeping arrangement, isn't it? Didn't they sleep in separate beds?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we're sleeping back here like the Ricardos.
I love Lucy style.
Uh-huh. Tambi's getting her socks on and her pants on and her sleeping bag. Her setup's a little different than mine. You can see she has the mermaid sheet underneath her sleeping bag. It's a little more refined. Over here on my side, I'm just sleeping right on top of the old
Dirty cushion.
the old crusty dirty cushion.
I got my blankie in here too.
Inside the sleeping bag?
Yes.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You want to call Molly?
Oh yeah. Yeah. And it's what time is it? It is 7:30.
We keep going to bed earlier and earlier and earlier.
We keep getting up earlier and earlier. I was up at 5 o'clock this morning.
Hey, we're knocking out some miles, honey.
I know, but it's so early.
We're gonna pretty much wrap it up tomorrow.
Yay!
Molly, do you miss us?
Yes.
Okay, you want to talk to Mommy?
Yeah.
Okay, here she is.
Hi, baby.
Hey, Molly.
Yeah.
What if we just stay out here for another couple weeks?
No.
Come on, Molly. Aren't you enjoying being without? No? Okay. You want us to come back soon?
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right. I guess we will. Okay, we'll see you soon.